Hello and welcome to the 5 at 5. I am your KOTA Now host, Diana Cohen, and today our week starts off with FAFSA. So the Department of Education it starts its first of 4 beta testing stages for the 2025-2026 free application for federal student aid, FAFSA. These applications are only open to a group of a few thousand students, and KOTA Territory's Grant Green is going to tell us what's new with this year's form and how South Dakota students can get a head start.
Some steps students can take to be ready for that December 1st release date include setting up an account at studentaid.gov. Parents and students must set up different accounts when filing. They can also gather up necessary documents like the 2023 income tax return and their social security card. Plus, students can enjoy a perk provided by the state of South Dakota.
It's also in South Dakota, free application period. So students and families can prepare for applications of admission to several South Dakota institutions without paying that admission fee.
That opportunity will be available through the end of November. This year's FAFSA form should be just as simple as last year's. This testing period is to address complications occurring behind the scenes.
The Department of Education is pulling students and parents' income information directly from the Internal Revenue Service, and that requires a lot of security.
It's estimated that roughly 80% of full-time students fill out the FAFSA form. Mueller says this number should be much higher.
Just a reminder, there are a lot of organizations, including private foundations, and including the state of South Dakota, that use the FAFSA to determine all kinds of financial aid, both need-based and merit-based.
She recommends that even those who don't know if they will attend an upper education institution, that they should fill out the form to know what funds are available if they do decide to pursue college. In Sioux Falls, Grant Green, KOTA Territory News.
Thank you, Grant Green. Mueller believes next year's FAFSA form will likely open on October 1st. We are moving on to another education story. The Rapid City Area Schools District is launching a junior kindergarten pilot program to help children who might not be fully prepared to enter kindergarten yet. So there are 3 schools who have already started this program: Valley View, South Park, and General Beadle Elementary. The program helps to give students an opportunity to learn new academic approaches, as well as meet behavioral expectations in the classroom. It seems to be working at General Beadle. The principal of General Beadle Elementary, Abby Karn, is going to tell us what she's seen with the program so far.
They actually were working on an activity where they got done, and those students that got done were able to go and help, and were willing to help others that weren't quite done. And we don't typically see that in a normal kindergarten class at this time of year. That kind of comes later, so it's exciting to see that they're able to kind of really pick up on those skills this early on.
The district will assess the junior kindergarten pilot program at the end of the school year to determine if it will continue or expand in the future. Moving on to the diaper drive. The Rapid City government is teaming up with Volunteers of America Northern Rockies to help out families in need with young children. The city's annual diaper drive collected more than 20,000 diapers, which will be distributed through Mommy's Closet, a diaper bank located in the Volunteers of America building on New York Street in Rapid City. Mommy's Closet community outreach coordinator Heather Kendall is telling us about how the diaper drive will help the families struggling to pay for other expenses. Kendall and Rapid City Mayor Jason Solomon spoke about the drive's success this year, so let's see what they had to say about that.
We came in a little bit less on diapers, but we actually came in more on money, and Mommy's Closet Volunteers of America notified us that their purchasing power for each dollar could go a long ways.
Thank you guys all for your donations. It's going to make a big difference for the families and the babies that are in need of diapers.
Mayor Solomon mentioned that the diaper drive is a tradition predating his time in office, but is one that he hopes to continue in the future. We are going to covering South Dakota rather than just KOTA territory. A South Dakota legislative committee is working towards making the internet a safer place, especially for minors. KOTA Territory's Grant Green spoke to a co-chair on that committee about the latest efforts, including a meeting with Meta. So let's see what Grant Green has to say about that. Or I guess we won't. We do not have a Grant Green coverage of this story. That's all right. We will talk about it and what it is that he had to say about that. So the Meta, okay. We will talk about what the story was. I apologize. I'm so sorry that we didn't have that story to show you guys. Well, the Study Committee on Artificial Intelligence and Internet Access Regulation by Minors here in South Dakota, yes, have tried their best to work with social media platform owners and artificial intelligence companies to best define where they can go going forward, which includes trying to find a definition for things like AI. On Wednesday, the committee met with Meta, who owns Instagram and Facebook. I'd like for us to have this be more, not just me reading from a thing, so let me kind of read a little bit ahead. Meta is calling for parental consent at the App Store. And they showed support for legislative proposal number 2, which requires app developers to put in features that can allow parents to oversee their child's use of the app. Legislative plans are not certain, though. The initiated measures, IM28, is something that we are all thinking about as the election is coming up. But if it passes, we would be consumed with trying to make heads or tails out of that. They'll be presenting their findings on the legislative decision for the parental access on Meta. So it was a little bit, we got there. The Meta is going to be implementing that if they are able to figure that out during the election. We will keep you updated on that. I'll inform you a little bit better on that next Friday, and I'll get that story for you. But for our final story today, the FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 in the case of a man found dead in Ogallala. Patrick Carlos Sr. was found dead in Ogallala on May 19th, 2023. The reward is for the arrest and conviction of whoever is responsible for Carlos' death. If you have any information, you can contact the FBI at 763-569-8000 or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. I will show you our clip for that so that you can see more information about this case and who it is that the FBI is trying to get in contact with. All right, thank you so much. This is our KOTA Now 5 at 5. I see that we had a little bit of some stuff, but that's okay. Next Friday, we will be live at 5 at 5. We went a little early today because our broadcast has just started about 3 minutes ago. So if you are watching and would like to catch up on today's events, go ahead and watch our broadcast for KOTA Territory, and they will fill you in on all of that's been going on today and things that are coming up this weekend. And we will see you for the next 5 at 5 next week. Have a wonderful day.